Hello, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we will be drawing some clothes. Yeah. I haven't drawn clothes in a while. At least, probably like a week or so. But we're going to be drawing some today. And we're just going to get just the roughest little stupid outline for the body. We're actually not going to draw a body like this. We're going to draw a better body. Alright. I haven't drawn a person in actually a while either, I don't think. Actually, no, it's a lie. I drew a person a couple days ago. But I haven't drawn clothes on a person in a while. Like complicated clothes. I think her leg is kind of like this. We're going to put her leg like in and then lean it out a bit. Because, well, putting legs in a standing position is stupid. That's boring. And if one knee is going in, why not put both knees pointing inwards? And then do somewhat the same with the other leg, so we're going to put this one more straight. Also, I know these are too skinny. We're not exactly doing exactly correct proportions at the minute. Go ahead and get some shoulder-roonies in here. I didn't really mean to draw that one that far out. We got those shoulders in there, so we'll just draw top to the body. Where the arm's gonna go, well, the side's gonna go something sort of like this, or something close to that. So she's gonna have an arm that wraps around to the elbow point. Which is that's not where we're going to want our elbow. We're going to want our elbow pointed down more, so our arm's going to point down more. Good, erase that shit. That's good enough for now. I don't really care too much. Would have probably liked it a bit better if I would have done that instead of just the lines. Because I haven't really been drawing arms like that in a while. But, you know, whatever. And we're just going to sort of draw an arm. Elbow goes down to here. And then hand goes here. Alright. Accidentally ended that video. That's fine. I always accidentally end the videos instead of replaying them from the paused state. So I always end up with, like, a bunch of broken up recordings that I have to piece together from like every time I paused. It's fine. Alright, now time to turn that into some clothes. What kind of clothes is she going to be wearing? Something I'm a little more used to drawing. I'm not going to draw a school uniform, although I am pretty used to drawing at least the girls' school uniforms. I'm not going to draw that. We're going to draw like a sweater. Like something you would see a girl in anime wear, but not what I usually draw. Also, I'm not going for a super fuck ton of detail this time either. Just because I want to go to bed at a reasonable time. That's about it. I was going to draw a little whimsical lad today, but the next whimsical lad I want to draw is the snail, and I want to put a little more detail and care into his design. Because I need to make sure that I'm actually drawing his shell correctly. Because his shell's not actually a shell, his shell is a witch hat. So I need to make sure I can actually do like the making it 3D correctly. Because I'm not the best at that. I've been practicing that. I've actually been practicing art now instead of just doing like a daily drawing, and that was really about all I would do. Now I actually practice. And it's all thanks to the Discord. Join the Discord. If you're wondering why it's all thanks to that, it's because, I don't know, seeing all the people better than me makes me think, now I want to draw. It always keeps making me want to draw. So now I draw a lot more than I used to. It's good motivation. Join the Discord. Even if you don't know how to draw. I don't know why you'd be watching this if you don't know how to draw, though. Well, I guess some people videos on the background, in the background, you know. I understand that. I used to put videos on in the background all the time. I don't anymore, though. It's always music now. Alright. We need to give her boobs. Because I've been informed by my sister that and by myself knowing this, that I just absolutely suck at drawing breasts. She also told me to call them breasts instead of boobs. But, I don't know. Kind of just suck at drawing them. It's also partially because I just don't try to draw them. I just say that I suck at drawing them, so I just don't try at drawing them at all. So I just draw, like, girls with no boobs every single time. But that doesn't work for every character, so I'm gonna have to learn how to do that. But I'm gonna also still put it off. Just like I'm putting off getting exactly correct muscles for guys. I learned some more stuff about how to draw muscles since the last time, but still putting off getting any in-depth research on it done. Alright. I think I drew her chest a little off, but you know, that's fine. Because we still need to add the boobs. How are we going to add them? Probably by drawing them. I always make them like, first of all, never even. And second, like, they always just look off. Like they are off every time. It's still kind of off. But what if I try to add some shading to show that these are boobs? Like, I don't know. It still kind of sucks though. They're kind of long. Why are they so long? Let's try to make them shorter. Alright. I remember, this is just a stupid little story, but I was telling one of my friends who doesn't know how to draw, that I couldn't draw boobs. Then he was like, and then he, said, it can't be that hard. And then he tried to draw some, and he was like, damn, I can't draw them. And I was asking him if he was using reference, and he said no. And then I told him that he should, and he said, I'm more of a video, or I'm more of a physical learner. While he was grabbing his hands like this. It was funny. It's not that funny of a story, but I just needed something to say. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Somebody found that funny. These usually average about like 100 views after like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. So someone will find that funny. But also I think the average retention span is usually only about like 3 or so minutes, maybe 2. So yeah. I don't know. So that would be, if the average is only about 3-ish minutes. I don't know what the average of 100 people would be. And over 50, at least, I would assume. But I guess I don't know. I'm not a nerd. These clothes kind of suck, but you know, because I don't. And I'm just sort of adding in some random details now. Just seeing if I can get it to look a little better. But yeah, it's still kind of looking the same. You know, I probably should not fill those buttons in, but you know, whatever. Wasn't me. And in case you were wondering, I would not be giving her whore. She's a whore now. I will not be giving her a face. Or like a head, because, well, that will take a lot longer than not doing it. So, yeah. I'll do a more detailed drawing tomorrow, because tomorrow is the weekend. Today is also the weekend. But, like, sometimes you got stuff to do on the weekends, too. Yeah, we're just gonna sort of erase most of that collar and just pretend like we didn't do that. Oh, this hurts my knees sitting like this. I need to find a better way to record these videos. This is an inconvenient way, but it gets a better camera angle. But then the other way I was recording was convenient, but the camera angle kind of sucks. I need to find one that's got like a middle ground. If I attach this thingy, my phone to my monitor, I bet I could get good camera angle, and then I'd have good position. But I don't know. I don't know how the hell I would connect my phone to my monitor. I also don't know if it's far enough. It should be far enough, though. I mean, it would make sense for it to be far enough. Right. And we need to... Let's try to make this skirt decent because of... I don't know. I used to draw skirts all the time just because I haven't drawn one in a long time. Can't lose what I used to be able to do. I mean, I was just decent at drawing it, but still. Yeah, it's not bad. I think we'll keep it. Alright. Now we gotta draw these shitty legs that I really didn't map out. I just kind of did not feel like mapping them out because, well, the legs. I don't know a single person that enjoys drawing legs. Before I started drawing, I never thought of legs as being the enemy. Never thought of them being difficult to draw. Why are you being this way? the pencil's like catching on the paper. I don't know how to explain it. I have a softer pencil. I think I have pencils that have like, is it like 2B lead or whatever? I don't know, like a soft lead. I just never use them. The pencils I used to use, and then I traded them out for like default school pencils. I think I just prefer these default school pencils though. The lead is harder, but like I kind of like that because the smudging of the other pencil just really got on my nerves. But also since I'm better at art now, they might be better for me now. Because this is a terrible time for me to say this, considering I'm erasing this stuff a bunch, but I don't erase nearly as much as I used to. And I can just, like, watch my hand out for that. Those legs aren't perfect, but I think they're fine. And I'm not drawing feet. You expect me to draw feet? Well, didn't mean to bring that all the way up there, but not drawing feet. You couldn't have expected me to draw those. Or you're new. Alright, yep, that's good enough. Doesn't really matter. We kind of want to add at least some folds onto this arm. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Some folds here and probably some right there will do. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Alright. I don't know how long this video is. Long enough for me to say, time lapse, go! You know, that would be a lot nicer if I was actually going to edit this. Time lapse. Alright, I finished it. And yeah, I don't think it looks that bad. It could obviously look better if I would have put more work into it, or more time into it. But I think it looks honestly pretty good. I did mess up the left boob, but you know, that's fine. Also, if you're wondering, this is not my left. This is just, if I were facing the way she is, that's the left one. But yeah. That's gonna be the end of this video. See you tomorrow.